everyone, welcome to Violet's House. My name is Jahari, and we're going to be talking today about relationship healing. So, I wanted to talk about this because I think it's important for me as a female and whoever else is a female or male as well to just talk about proper healing after a tough relationship or toxic or something that just wasn't working out. So I wanted to give a little background of my history with my relationship. So this is kind of a tough topic for me to talk about because I'm still healing from it. And I was just hoping that, if I share, my story with other people, it can help them. And, you won't have to go through what I have to go through, or you can notice, signs if it ever comes up. So my first relationship was it started in early junior year in high school. So that was my very first relationship. I didn't know nothing about relationships, nothing at all. The only good example that I have of a good marriage is my grandparents. My grandparents have been married for maybe 55 years. I believe so, yeah, 55 years. So they are the best example that I have. So me and this person have been in a relationship since high school of junior year up until sophomore year of college. So we dated for almost 3 years. So with that relationship, it was really good. It was really good until we basically split apart because of he went to college somewhere else, I went to college somewhere else, and it was like a lot of distance between the two of us, and I was doing a lot of effort into the relationship and going to see that person, but I didn't get the same in return. So that was a big thing for me, just making sure that someone gives me the same energy that I give out to them. So that didn't work out, and I broke it off because I wanted something out of it that I couldn't get. And it's not that person's fault. It's just with school and stuff, and college is very hard, and dealing with a relationship on top of college is extremely difficult. So that happened, and what I want to talk about is society says, you get into a relationship, it doesn't work out, that's cool, you find a better person. And I want to talk about that. That's not exactly the right way to go about after being in a relationship, unless you find someone after you dated someone, like you find someone and they're absolutely what you want, you prayed for them, that is who God sent that person for, like God sent that person to you, then in that case, I feel like that's okay. But I feel like society has made it for you to just move on and that be it. Deuces, peace, I'm out, on to the next one. But I feel like it depends on the type of relationship. I feel like for me, when I ended my first relationship, I was heartbroken, and I didn't even heal correctly at all. I didn't hear correctly at all. I got into my schoolwork. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff that I honestly regret. I should have never, you know, I think for me, like, I did anything in my power to distract myself from what I just got out of. Like, I wasn't going, I couldn't accept it for myself. Like, I couldn't accept the fact that, wow, I love this person so much and I've found a future with that person, and then it's just out the door. I didn't know how to deal with that. I could not heal from it. So you know what I did? I went to the next one, after the next one, after the next one. I didn't even have a relationship with these people. I just talked to them just to distract myself from them. Talk to them, distract with them, hang out with them. I did not properly heal like I should have. I did not at all. And I wish I could have. I didn't have anybody to tell me, take the time to worry about yourself, find yourself, figure out what you want in a man, figure out, you know, who you are, what you want to be, what you want to accomplish later. I didn't even want to acknowledge the pain that I was in. I just bottled it up, and I was like, don't even want to deal with it. And then after a while, I just felt like I just bottled it in until I completely like exploded and was on like a rampage of just hurting myself. Not physically hurting myself, but just emotionally and spiritually like hurting myself with not properly healing. So I think I went about, after that relationship, I think I was single for about 5-6 months. And then I got into, maybe it was shorter than that, maybe 4 or 5 months. And then I got into another relationship. Now this relationship, I thought it was different because he kind of just laid it out on the table for me. And I heard exactly what I wanted to hear, but I didn't do any type of investigation on him. I kind of just went off of what his word, didn't ask around. I kind of jumped straight into a relationship without thinking about it, maybe me processing it and stuff. I just went to the next relationship. This relationship was absolutely horrible. I laugh now because I can laugh about it now. But that relationship was absolutely horrible. I wanted to save money because backstory of I had major financial issues with college. I was paying out of pocket. I was paying for college. My grandparents were helping me pay for college. I was like, you know what? I want to live off campus where it's not expensive. So the boyfriend at the time was like, okay, well, I can build a little apartment for you in the attic, and you and your friend can come stay, and y'all pay a little bit a month. It was like only $150 a month. Like who can what was I gonna say? Like who can beat that? Who can beat that? So it was just, I was like, okay. So long story short, the relationship was very manipulative and very toxic. Everyone else knew it was toxic but me. Do you know how bad it feels to feel like everyone else knows it's toxic but you? That's like the worst feeling in the world. Like I would share stuff he was doing to me personally. I would share with other people and they're like, why are you with him? And it's another thing to deal with, you know, somebody who says something and does another thing, but then tries to make up for it and then does it all over again. So it was a lot. And then he was also an older man. We were at the time like four years apart, and he had a lot of mental health issues that I didn't like understand. And I wanted to stay with him because I wanted, you know, women want to be helpers and stuff. Women want to be helpers. But the thing is, you have to help yourself. I cannot tell you how much a relief it was when I finally like broke up with that man, because I felt like I wasn't myself. When you feel like you're not yourself, that's when it's time to leave. When you don't feel like yourself, or you don't feel like, I felt like I was released. I was giving all my energy into him, into helping him. I had no energy left for nothing. I had no energy for work. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do homework. I didn't want to do anything. It's like almost like he sucked the life out of me. Like he sucked the life out of me. And I didn't realize what was going on until like you kind of step back and you're analyzing the whole relationship, and then you're like, okay, this is not what I want. I feel like I can do better, and I feel like this is too toxic for me to stay in it. And the breakup was absolutely horrible. I was in tears. And side note about me, I love caring for people. That's just my personality. Caring for people, making sure my friends and my family are okay. Like, I will make sure everyone else is okay besides me. That's just how I am. Like, I will make sure everyone is okay, everyone is cool. I will be the last one to take care of myself. I will be the last person to take care of my own self. And I had to realize that it's okay in a certain sense, but you have to take care of yourself first. So what I did after that relationship, I did another repeat of just talking to other people and not really properly healing. And it took one of my closest friends to say, I think your problem is you have a horrible your relationship with your father is so broken that you want to find love in just anyone. You want to find love in just anyone, whoever talks to you. You just want to find love, and I think you're just trying to talk to men and just trying to avoid everything, or you're not healing properly. Excuse me. You're not healing properly, and I think it's just because you don't have a relationship with your father. And I think that's what's happening. And when she told me that, I busted out in tears. I just didn't know that that was a major issue. Like, me and my father don't have a relationship at all. We don't have a relationship at all. It's not my fault. It's 100% his. I could call him all the time, and he kind of just sucks the energy out of me. Like, that's why I said it's important. Like in the last video, I told you it's important to protect your energy at all costs, because there's a penalty for you if you do not protect your own energy. So once my friend told me that, I realized that it is a problem, and I need to really focus on myself. I really need to focus on myself. So what I decided to do, you know how you put your 2020 goals and all that stuff. Put your 2020 goals, you say everything you want to do, and then you get distracted by, like, I honestly think I got distracted by a relationship, and I didn't really pursue what I really wanted to accomplish. So once I broke it off, I broke up with that person back in January. It is May. It took me this long to figure out that I'm not healing correctly. So the way that I have started to heal is, first thing, I wanted to just change my body physically. I wanted to eat better. I wanted to work out. So I've been training. I've been in, boot camp. I've been working out. I just been working out, and I feel so much better. I feel so much better by myself. I started reading more scriptures. I started, doing plans on the Bible app. I just really started, I honestly felt much better, and I felt like I wish it didn't take for someone to say, I think there's an underlying issue that you're not wanting to give up, you're not wanting to address the real issues, the underlying deep inside issues. You need to address those deep inside issues for you to properly heal. I wish someone would have told me that sooner. I wish I could have realized that for myself. So I hope my little snippet of my story has helped you. If I can just help someone learn to accept themselves, heal properly, and but just do not listen to what society says. You need time to properly heal. You cannot just go after the next person, because you are bringing every single little bit of baggage with you every single step. Baggage after baggage after baggage. And then you might find the complete right person, but you cannot accept that person because you have so much. It's like a whole bunch of weight on you because you have not taken the time to just like relax, not worried about anybody. Focus on yourself. See what you want to do with your life. And then once you figure out you got yourself together, then that's when you're like, okay, I think I can take a relationship. I think I can take a relationship right now. And then that's just what I had to realize for myself. I need to just take the time to just focus on myself, heal properly. I'm still healing because it it was a lot. You know, when you just invest in something and you're expecting a lot, you're expecting the future, you're expecting kids, or you're expecting marriage. That's what I expected in the last relationship, and we even talked about that. So just having that not happen, and you talking about it, you guys having goals together, that's just, it was just detrimental to me. It was very detrimental, and I didn't know what to do with that. I could even in the breakup, like I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't even sleep properly. I just wasn't sleeping at all. Now I can finally sleep. I can finally like feel like I can just like I can finally just breathe. And it took a long time. It took a major long time. And what I wish for you, if you are male or female, just please take the time to heal for yourself. Honestly, just take the time. Just dedicate. If you want to dedicate a year to focus on yourself, do that. You want to dedicate, if you just want to focus on yourself, do that. Do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And if whoever's mad at you for that, leave them. It's okay to focus on yourself. That's my thing. It's okay to focus on yourself. You just need to properly heal. Do not listen to what society says, please. Do not listen to what society says. You need to properly heal. And that's most important. If you're in a toxic relationship and you do not know how to leave, please call someone, tell a family member. Make sure you have people by your side who can help you out of that situation. That is the most important thing. So I hope this was helpful in any type of way. If you have experienced any type of toxic relationships, or if you have healed, I would love to read your story. So comment below if what ways do you heal, or if you were in a toxic relationship or any type of relationship, what ways did you take, what steps did you take to get out of it? I would love to read any comments you have. And also comment below how you're doing with the coronavirus. I would love to know any stories of like how you're doing with it mentally, physically, and spiritually, how you're doing with the coronavirus. So thanks for watching. I hope this has helped anyone, everyone. So I hope this helped anyone in any type of way. And have a good day. Peace.